Lesson 13. Visualize and thrive. Over the first days, we delved deep into understanding the foundations of self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-efficacy. You've worked tirelessly over the next 6 days to build a powerful toolkit that will help you excel in these areas. It wasn't a walk in the park, but you've accomplished an incredible part of your life theory. You've harnessed the power of cognitive behavioral therapy to explore old memories and heal past wounds. You've employed attachment theory to foster healthier relationships. You've embraced the growth mindset to boost your career confidence, and you've utilized the 4 principles of self-efficacy to cultivate belief in your abilities. These are undeniably potent psychological tools, and you've come a long way, so give yourself a well-deserved pat on the back. Planning and goal setting, designing systems for self-confidence, the significance of hobbies, exercise, and dopamine dressing. But before we dive into those, let's take a moment to learn about Helen Hadsell, the contest queen. Helen was an American metaphysics during the 1950s and 1960s, who astonishingly won over 5,000 contests, including a house, multiple all-expenses-paid trips, appliances, and pretty much anything you can think of. She authored a book titled The Name It and Claim It Game, and traveled the country giving workshops and talks on the power of positive thinking. Now, you may be tempted to dismiss this story as unrealistic or unattainable, but hear us out. When The Secret first hit the shelves, it gained immense popularity, even catching Oprah's attention. However, 2 of the contributing authors, James Arthur Ray and David Shermer, later faced legal consequences for their actions. So why would 2 individuals who supposedly knew the universe's secrets and the path to a successful life falter so drastically? The Secret discusses the law of attraction, suggesting that your mind connects to universal energies and that, through visualization, you can harness these energies to benefit you. Although this concept lacks scientific grounding, many people who followed it still faced failure, financial struggles, depression, or criminal charges. The law of attraction isn't necessarily to blame, but the belief that merely thinking about something will make it happen can lead to excessive manifestation and insufficient effort. Fans of The Secret often use Helen Hadsell's story as evidence of its power. Helen aspired to win a trip to Paris with her husband, visualizing herself celebrating her 40th birthday there. 1 month before her birthday, she won a trip to Venice with a stopover in Paris. The Secret might have you believe that Helen's positive thinking influenced the universe's energy to direct the competition in her favor, but there's more to her story. Helen and her family began entering contests in 1948, but didn't win anything for a decade. She then took a correspondence course on contest writing and learned what judges sought in a winner. Helen, her husband, and their children spent their free time entering contests, transforming it into a family hobby. She didn't will these wins into existence. She learned what it took to be a winner and put in the hard work for 10 years. She devised a system for the contest she entered, and that's precisely what you need to do for your confidence. The mind is indeed a powerful tool, but it can't perform miracles simply by thinking about them. Visualization is effective because it requires you to be specific and determined about your goals. Helen knew her destination, when she'd be there, and how she would get there. When you visualize, your mind becomes focused on achieving your goal, and you convince your brain that you've already accomplished it. Helen did her part and didn't dwell on the outcome, which was beyond her control. Instead, she relied on others to deliver the result. Stoicism teaches us to let go of outcomes beyond our control. Visualization doesn't give you control over the outcome, but it does influence your actions. If you act promptly and work diligently, you can positively impact the outcome. The gap between visualization and outcome is action, not energy manipulation. In Helen's book, she introduced the SPEC technique: select, project, and execute. We'll add another crucial component: work your ass off for it. Select your goal. Visualize yourself achieving your goal. How will you feel? What will you do with it? Who will you share it with? Write it down, gather images, and remind yourself every day of what your life will be like once you've achieved your goal. Project your path. If your goal is to be more confident, what does that look like? Speaking up in meetings? Finding a suitable partner? Immersing yourself in social situations? Reflect on these questions and create your goal book. Execute your plan. Develop a system for achieving your goal. What steps will you take? You've already made significant progress by enrolling in this course, which provides additional steps for you to follow. This is your preparation phase. Surprisingly, having this phase sorted can boost your confidence levels by 45%. It works. Your mind is your most powerful tool, and it's entirely at your disposal. How will you use it to achieve what you desire? Our next session will discuss planning, goal setting, and creating systems for confidence.